So welcome honored guests and generous donors and friends of Wayside. My name is Daniel Pay. I must apologize first because a lot of my predecessors had nice presentations, PowerPoint with beautiful pictures, cute pictures to look at while they listen to somebody talk, but I didn't have a chance to do that. But then I thought, who needs a beautiful picture when you have, an attractive... Yes? No? No? Okay, next time I'll make some pretty pictures. Next time. Okay, so I'll have some pretty pictures, mental note, pretty pictures for the next time I present. So I'm honored here to be representing the board, who is here tonight with us for this appreciation. So it's really appreciation. First of all, I'd like to thank Bishop Leanne for your continued support of the school, and your presence here tonight speaks, strong words for your ongoing support, and so we owe you so much gratitude for what you've done for Wayside. So. Secondly, I'd like to just thank the founders. There's a saying which is, I stand on the shoulders of those who came before. And honestly, that comment could not be more truthful because all of us at the board are working hard to take care of Wayside and to grow it, but we would not be here without the founders and their insightful ideas and convictions 30 years ago. So I'd like to thank them and tell you we'll continue to care and grow the school as best we can. So a round of applause. Now on to the current board. I'd just like to recognize those who are here. And I've asked them just to write one sentence about themselves while they stand up when I call your name, and we can say thank you. So Michelle Schuett. All right. A Wayside parent and HR professional, powered by coffee and the chaos of raising 4 kids. Who has time for hobbies? Okay, so that's what we need on the board. Honesty and free time. Okay, Laura Baklinski. And I did not know this, born in Canada, raised in Nebraska, and living in Peterborough. Wayside parent and bookshop owner. Right. James Heron. Oh, he's at the back. Is a father, 6 with 5 students at Wayside. He works at the Darlington nuclear plant, keeping the lights on. Okay. Please keep those lights on. Make sure they do not go out. You would not want to be here if the electricity went out there. And the youngest of his children will graduate in the class of 2042. Okay, there we go. So that's the future of Wayside right there. Okay. Father Stephen. There you go. What can I say? He's our Wayside chaplain, but also our professor of theology and an all-around terrific priest. And myself, if you don't know, I'm actually a retired Deloitte consultant. I used to be an insurance executive who now tries to play golf in his spare time. But I am retired, but whenever people meet me, I realize that I am a family Uber driver, dog sitter, dishwasher. So basically, I have a pretty busy life with all those careers. Okay. So I promised Lisa I would only say a few words. So actually, we'll say literally a few words about each of these topics. So one is students. And the 2 words I would say is respectful, and joyous. Okay, so I've only been really at Wayside a couple of years with my children, but last year, believe it or not, we formed a girls volleyball team. They'd never played a competitive game in their life. We went to Ottawa. There was a tournament with 8 schools there, and the organizing school said, I'm sorry, we're a very small school, so that's why we have this tournament in our school. And they said, oh, I said, oh, and they said, I said, how many students do you have here in high school? They said 300. And I said, well, we have 15 in our high school. And 16. So we went on to win a game off of all 5 schools, made it into the final, the championship match, and narrowly lost to the champions. And I told the other coaches, I said, these girls have never played in a regular sized gym. Our gym is about 60% normal. The ceiling is like it's about like this, basement. So we play twice as hard because every time I touch the ceiling, we have to redo that point. And so they were shocked. They were saying, it's amazing that the girls could do that. So it was quite amazing. So that's one thing I could say about students. A second one is, we have one student who entered the local Peterborough Science Fair. Okay, and the way the science fairs work is all the grades have different grades and different subjects, but there's one winner amongst all the grades and all the subjects. So there's one first place winner in Peterborough, and that student was Wayside student. And then he was basically advanced to the Canadian-wide, which is all the best high schools, public schools, elementary in Canada-wide. And then there, by his section, he came in second, Canada-wide. Wow, it's amazing. We have another student who wrote an SAT. It's like the North American, pre-college entrance exam, and scored the top 2% in all of Canada. Yeah. So okay, and these are the students who are now your waiters and waitresses tonight. So very good news, very good. And have you guys gone to their musicals and plays? Okay, if you haven't, it's amazing. Like I went to the first one, I was just amazed at the quality. And this year we're putting on Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So please, if you don't have anything to do in the end of May, please go to the theater and watch these kids. It's just unbelievable. Okay, now I'm setting them up for a lot of pressure. But anyways, because they're probably in the kitchen helping out. But please go to that. Okay, so the next one is parents. The words I have are dedicated and involved. Okay, I think a direct quote from one of the families that came to visit our school that were considering enrollment said, "There's definitely a strong feeling of community at Wayside, just what we're looking for." So that's parents. Staff, the words I would say is heart of gold. I think from the Soli sisters, who are basically spiritual role models, as well as they are so fun to be around. Unbelievably fun. I mean, they make some of our other teachers look boring. Okay, to all the other dedicated teachers and staff who go really above and beyond the call of duty. Wow. And finally, one last words is donors. I would say generous and faithful to God, which is all of you. Sean. Oh, sorry. Sean Bevy, I have it here. Sorry. It's Jan's fault because he supplied his sentence to me a little late, so I had to handwrite it in. I've been so Sean and Bagel. physiotherapist with 5 children. Please stand up. Sean. You see his side, he's really going to beat me up after this. So he will be the new chair next year. Sorry, Sean. So the donors, generous and faithful to God. I took this scripture, Matthew 9:37. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And what I'm reminded of when I read this is that I realize the harvest is not 3-dimensional, meaning distance. It also includes 4 dimensions, which includes time. You can tell I'm a geek, right? Okay, I'll explain it to you. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that there is a new harvest every year of young souls looking for guidance and who eventually will grow up and influence children of their own. So your support in helping Wayside is helping harvest these souls for God. So that is your contribution. So please tell all your friends, tell all your family about Wayside. We always need new board members. Please join us as well as volunteers. So, literally the kids would just be ecstatic to have some experienced volunteers teach them maybe even a single subject. So please think about that. If you are interested in either becoming a board member or being a volunteer, please come to me afterwards and we can talk about that. So on behalf of the board of directors, the families, and the staff, we would like to thank all of you donors for making Wayside possible. Please give yourself a round of applause.